بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله حمدا كثيرا طيبا مباركا فيه. إخواني في الله، بارك الله فيكم وآتاكم من فضله. We just completed, or we're in the middle of Ismul Mawsul. Ismul Mawsul has different alfaz according to whether it's different wording, whether it's masculine or singular, and whether it's masculine and feminine. And it also have some wordings that entail masculine and singular, and whether it's masculine, feminine, or singular or plural. This is what we have looked at. Now we have some sentences here to give us further clarification on the usage of this. As we said, I'm going to say it again, this is not from the mushtaqat, but these are all the things that are in the book of Allah. When we want to understand the Quran, then there's certain things that we have to understand. We have to understand the verbs, that they're Madi and then Mudari and then Amr. Na'am. And before that, all those preliminary classes that we took in book 1, as far as Damir Muttasil or Damir Munfasil, Na'am, wa al-Mudhakkar wa Mu'annath, wa al-Mufrad wa al-Muthanna wa al-Jama', Na'am. All of these things are inside the book of Allah. That's what the book of Allah entails. And now we're going a little further. We want to look at verbs that they are either lazim or muta'addi. Now you have to know that. And that lazim muta'addi, I'm trying to recognize that has a clear connection with fa'al maf'ulun bi. Has a clear connection to it. So you can't really teach ism fa'al and fa'al or ism maf'ulun bi, except that the student knows something about the verb, and that the verb itself is lazim muta'addi. That's why you have to know that. Then there's something else that you have to know. It's called mabni lil ma'lum and mabni lil majhul. And you have to know that so you can understand ismul fa'al and ism maf'ul, because it comes from that. And all of this is in the book of Allah. We spent a lot looking at the masdar, because it's, as it's called, the masdar. It's the center of words. Now we're on Ism al-Mawsul. We took so far from the mushtaqat. We have taken so far Ism Fa'il. After Ism Fa'il, we took Siga al-Mubalagha, which is connected to Ism Fa'il. Then we took Ism al-Maf'ul. Now we are in what? Ism Mawsula. And it's used to describe something. It's one of the reasons that is described, to describe. Like if I said, Hal ra'ayta Muhammad, Hal ra'ayta Muhammadan. And what if there's like 4 or 5 Muhammads? I would say Muhammad al-Amriki. What does al-Amriki mean? Meaning alladhi min Amrika. It's a mawsul. That al-Amriki means alladhi min Amrika. Alladhi. Harayta Muhammadan alladhi yashtaghilu fi as-suq. You see the Muhammad, the one that works in the suq. Alladhi ja'a min Britannia. Alladhi. It's used to describe something. That's not the only reason why it's used. But it's going to be a sentence that comes after it. And this is in the book of Allah. And I want you all to, first thing to recognize, if you see alladhi, there's going to be a sentence that comes after it. You sum up the sentence, you call it jumla or shubhu jumla, that which is similar to a sentence. What is it that is similar to a sentence? Like if I said, Barakallahu fikum, Muhammadun tayyibun. Okay, tayyibun is a noun. It's a noun, it's the khabar. Muhammadun tayyibun. Okay, what if I said Muhammadun fil bayt? Right? That's part of a sentence. It's not one word, it's fil bayt. نعم. Or if I said Muhammadun khalf al masjid, as shubh al jumla. نعم. Or if I said Muhammadun ja'a ila suq. Ja'a ila suq is a whole sentence. نعم. So sometimes it could be a whole sentence, or it could be a part of a sentence. نعم. That's what it means. We have these sentences here. All of that, when we finish these mushtaqat, and we're going to finish them quickly because you already know them. You already know them. Na'am. But you don't know exactly what's the name of it, but you've seen it. You've seen all these mushtaqat. You've seen all of them. But now it's going to have a name. It's going to call Sifa Mushabbaha. Sifa Mushabbaha. What is that? Like, you know, Kabir, wa Saghir, wa Ba'id, right? Ba'id. These words, they're not called Ism Fa'il. Ism Fa'il is like from a word that is muta'addi, a fi'l is muta'addi. But the fi'l is lazim, na'am, that's going to be like a sifa mushabbah. Muhammadun qareebun, na'am. Bayti qareeb, bima'na ba'uda bayti, qaruba bayti, na'am. But you already know it. You just don't know the name of it and the definition of it. Then we have sifa, yeah, it's some tough deal. You know it. But when you say like Zaydin Akbar min Muhammad, Zaydin's bigger than Muhammad. You know Akbar, you know Asghar. But so we're going to fly through those. We're going to go through it quickly. And then after that, we want to start looking from this book and on, looking at Arabic as sentences. And that's what Arabic is. It has to be, if it's not a complete sentence, it's not Arabic. Arabic necessitates an yakun mufidan. It has to be a beneficial sentence. So if you have Muhammadun, Al-Bab, Yusuf Fawq, those are all Arabic words, but it's not a sentence. It's not a sentence. They can all be in your vocabulary book and all that. But if you have Muhammadun, Al-Bab, Yusuf Fawq, that's not a sentence. You have all the makhraj, you have all the things, but it has to convey a meaning. So that's what we're going to look into. And then from there on, you're going to look at Arabic as sentences, as a complete meaning. Other than that, then it's not so. And the way that we look at Arabic in the beginning, we're like Muhammad, Ja'a, ila. No, it can't be like that. It has to be a whole meaning that you convey. With that in mind, everybody's going to read two sentences. Yeah. I really like to let the student know where we're going and where we have come from, and that they're not just in the middle of the ocean swimming for your life. In some of the books, you just be in the middle of the ocean doing the doggy paddle. You know the doggy paddle? In some of the books, you just be out there just waiting to get to shore. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes getting to shore just means quitting. You know, I'm just tired. I quit. Nah. So we don't want that. We want to know exactly where we're going. Nah. So pardon me for this reiteration. I'm saying it over and over. But we have to understand Arabic, because today you all are studying, tomorrow you're teaching. You have to know there's a process. So what we're learning today is Ism al-Mawsul. This is something that is in the book of Allah. When you learn Arabic, you're learning topic by topic by topic by topic by topic. All of it, what? In contextual meaning. Topic, and it becomes greater, and it builds and becomes greater, and it builds and it becomes greater. Na'am. Taib ya Dawood. Everybody's going to read two sentences and translate it.
أين القميص الذي اشتريته أمس?
Now, what does that mean?
Where is the shirt that I bought yesterday?
Now, where's the shirt? Al-Ladhi. What is the point of Al-Ladhi here to describe that shirt? What if I said Ain al-Qamis? Out of all the qamis that's in your house, what if you said to your wife, Ain al-Qamis? She's going to look at you and say, what qamis are you talking about? Ayyu qamisin turid? So you're going to say Al-Ladhi, and you're going to start describing it. This is what Ism Mawsul is. Are you all with us online? This is what Ism Mawsul is. It has a purpose. It has a purpose, and you have to use it. Naam. Continue.
قال تعالى: الله الذي خلق السماوات والأرض وما بينهما في 6 أيام.
Now, this who Allah is. Allah who is Allah. Allah, Alladhi did this and he did that and he did that and he did that and he did that. To explain it. Allah, Alladhi. Now, Allahu Alladhi. Now, Allah is the one who created the heavens and the earth and that which is between them in 6 days. Now, how we doing online? Allah Alladhi. Now, He is the one who did that. He is the one who did that. Now, عندك تقرأ إبراهيم.
أين قميص الذي اشتريت الأمس؟
Number 3.
أوه. هل صليت في المسجد الذي بجوار المحكمة؟
بجوار المحكمة.
بجوار المحكمة.
What does that mean? هل صليت في المسجد الذي بجوار المحكمة?
We prayed in the masjid that is by the courthouse.
Good. Jiwar means next to. بجوار. الذي بجوار. The ba means that it's with, that is with it, it's next to it. الذي بجوار. وجار, your jar is your neighbor. That's where jiwar comes from. بجوار المحكمة. الذي بجوار المحكمة. The masjid that's next to the courthouse. Barakallahu fikum. So when you want to describe the masjid, you say الذي. Al-masjid الذي. Now, if it's something that is mu'annif, you can say al-madrasa allati. If it's people, you can say al-rijal alladhina. If it's women, an-nisa allati. Na'am. And so on and so forth. Tab, take another one, Ibrahim.
هل رأيت رجل الذي يسكن بجوار موقف الحافلة؟
حافلات. نعم. هل رأيت الرجل? What does that mean?
Have you seen the man
الذي يسكن.
that lives by that lives in front of the bus stop?
But next to the bus stop. Next to the bus stop. بجوار الموقف الحافلات. How we doing online? These are just examples. And this is what an Arabic book is. It's just to give you examples and you build from it and go. But the examples can't be 2, 3, or 4. The examples need to be in abundance. And then, mashallah, ma takarrara taqarrara. That which is repeated becomes firm. And becomes firm. And the ghalib. تستطيع تقرأ.
هل هذه المدرسة
المدرسة
مدرسة التي تدرس النساء.
again هذه المدرسة هذه المدرسة التي تدرس النساء.
هذه المدرسة التي تدرس النساء.
Hey, what does that mean? هذه المدرسة.
Is this the teacher?
It's not a question. هذه المدرسة.
This is the teacher. Which
It teaches the women.
teaches the woman.
I want us to see in this sentence that هذه المدرسة is a complete sentence. هذه المدرسة. This is the teacher. هذه المدرسة. Now we want to describe her. هذه المدرسة التي تدرس. ما معنى التي تدرس؟ That's معنى المدرسة. It means التي تدرس. That's what it means. That's what المدرسة means. It means التي تدرس النساء. How we doing online? This is simple. And you already noticed, you've read it, it's been in book one, but now we're defining word by word. Now we're on Ism Mosul. So the next one.
ركبت الحافلة التي
التي
تتوجه إلى
تتوجه إلى السوق.
السوق. ركبت الحافلة التي تتوجه إلى 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 السوق.
What does this mean? ركبت الحافلة التي تتوجه إلى السوق.
I rode the bus to the store.
No, التي تتوجه. What does this word come from? تتوجه.
I rode the bus.
Wajh comes from the word wajh. Wajh is the face. Tawajjaha means to head in that direction. You need that word. التي تتوجه. أين this scale here? This scale here is tafa'ala tawajjaha, and also comes on the scale of ifta'ala, what would be ittajaha. I mean that y has a ta because it's ifta'ala, but that y was going to become a ta, would be ittajaha. I want to say that again. What wajaha or tawajjaha, if it's on scale ifta'ala, the y is going to become a ta. Like you have ittafaqa comes from wafaqa. The y changes to a ta. So now it's going to be mushaddad, that it tajaha, because it's if ta'ala always has a ta there already. And that first if, that wow becomes a ta second. Says it tajaha means to head in that direction. Oh, tawajjaha means to head in that direction. It tajaha, he headed. Oh, tawajjaha, he headed that way. Maybe facing that way. No, facing that way. فهذه, it says ركبت الحافلة التي تتوجه إلى السوق. It goes to the souk. It goes to the direction of the souk. No. How are we doing online? No. What jaha? That's like that. It's to face somebody in that direction. Like if somebody was facing to the wrong qibla, I call وجهه إلى القبلة. Make him face the qibla. Turn him that way. No. Like Allah says, for walli wajhaka, walli, yani turn that way, wajh. Nah. Also, wajjaha, yuwajjihu means what? To give somebody direction and to help them. You know, what's tawjih? Tawjih is taf'il. It means directions. Tawjihat. Tawjihat is like advice. Because you're making them face that direction. Tawjihun is nasiha. Because you're making them face that, you're giving them direction. Giving them direction. Tawjih. And they use it in plural. Tawjihat. Jazakallah khair ala tawjihat. Thanks for the advice, for the direction on how I should do with my family or how I should do with my studies. That's called tawjihat. Tayyib. Let's get back to our class. عندك يا غالب. How we doing online? ركبت الحافلة التي تتوجه. Listen now. We are in book 2. I'm coming with all kinds of words. In book 1, I wouldn't like to go out of the Fa'la scale. I wouldn't like to go out of the Fa'la scale. Now, but now it's absolutely necessary. Now it's absolutely necessary. And you need these words. So I just do it by whatever on my mind. It's not like I have vocabulary words for the platinum program, the vocabulary is for the gold program, the vocabulary is for the silver program. Whatever comes in the barakas from Allah. Barakas from Allah. I'm not a professional book writer. I'm just want to make just ta'awun, my ikhwan. This is just ta'awun. And when the niyyah is tayyiba, Allah puts barakah in it. Tayyib, عندك Olive.
هذه المرأة التي ماتت أمها.
لا, number 7.
هذه المرأة التي
نعم.
ماتت أمها.
نعم. Again.
هذه المرأة التي ماتت أمها.
نعم. هذه المرأة التي ماتت أمها.
This is the woman whose mother had died.
Right. This is the woman. That's a complete sentence. This is the woman I was talking about. التي ماتت أمها. When her mother died. This is the woman that her mother, whose mother passed away. She's not the woman who died. She's the woman whose her mother passed away. نعم. هذه المرأة التي ماتت أمها. نعم. Continue.
أين الأخوان اللذان يبيعان سيارة مستعملة.
Tap again, nice and smoothly.
أين الأخوان اللذان يبيعان سيارات مستعملة.
مستعملة. Well, how can we have سيارات مستعملة? Is that a mistake here?
No.
Right. Because anything that has an extra alif wa ta, it can't accept the fatah. Anything that there's some jama' mu'annath. If it's jama' mu'annath, it cannot accept a fatah. I cannot accept. There's no muslimatan in the book of Allah. There's muslimatin, there's mu'minatin, there's sa'ihatin, there's abidatin, but there's no abidatan. There's nothing as an extra alif wa ta and accepts a fatah. No, accepts a kasra. So the letters in Arabic, that's jama' mu'annath. It's jama' and it's feminine. The extra alif wa ta, hamamat, bathrooms, sayarat, cars. Na'am, muslimat, mu'minat, it cannot accept what? A fatha in Arabic. So, but it's still mansuban, but the sign that is mansuban is a kasra. So that's why we have here yabi'ani. If it was one, it would be yabi'ani sayaratan musta'malatan. It would be sayaratan. If it was singular, sayaratan. But now it's plural, it's sayaratin. You understand that, Ya Harun? If it was singular, it would be sayaratan. But now that it's plural and it's mu'annath, it's plural and it's mu'annath, it's sayaratin. Jama' mu'annath does not accept fatha. That topic is nahu. That's what nahu is. What gets a kasra? What gets a dhamma? What are the words that get a dhamma? What are the words that get a alif? Al-ladhani. What are the words that get a wow? That's what we need to know. That's a whole nother topic. What does the sentence mean? أين الأخوان اللذان يبيعان سيارات مستعملة.
Where's the two brothers who sell the used cars?
Used cars. مستعملة is used. What's another word for used? مستخدمة. From khadama. Khadama means to work, to serve. مستخدمة. From khidmah. مستعملة is used. مستخدمة is used. سيارات مستعملة. So you can say here يبيعان سيارات مستعملات. You can say it like that. Or you can say مستعملة. We are the brothers who trade and sell the used cars. It's not the used cars, it's just used cars. It's not alif lam. عندك يا هارون.
رجع المدرسون الذين سافروا في العطلة.
نعم. رجع المدرسون. Complete sentence. But like in one school has so many teachers. Which teachers are you talking about that have returned? الذين سافروا في العطلة. I mean these are the ones that I'm talking about. نعم. What does that mean?
The teachers have returned from traveling.
الذين. The teachers have returned. That's a complete sentence. But which teachers you talking about? رجع المدرسون. The teachers have returned. الذين سافروا.
Trying to translate.
Those.
Okay. Oh,
Those.
that sound right. Those.
No. Who?
Okay. All right. Those who return.
No.
Those who traveled on the holiday.
Right. On the vacation. Nah.
Vacation.
How we doing online? رجع المدرسون الذين سافروا في العطلة. What does the word عطلة mean? تعطل. What does تعطل فلان? تعطل. تعطلت الحافلة. We had that meaning before. To stop working. تعطل means to stop working. So عطلة is like a vacation when you're not working. نعم. فإذا الرجل تعطل, what does that mean? تعطل فلان. هو متعطل. No, it's nothing coming down, is it? It is? Oh, wow.
Ooh.
That's the powerful. Wow, I gotta get something there. What does somebody is muta'attil mean? He's unemployed. He's unemployed. He's not working. He's unemployed, not working. Well, I can tell Safwan. I was afraid of that. This is the first time I think that happened. Okay. طيب يا إخوة, we understand that one. رجع المدرسون الذين سافروا في العطلة. Continue.
يا أستاذ هل أخبرت الأولاد الذين يلعبون في الشارع؟ يا أستاذ هل أخبرت
No, just okay, he's in that door there. Oh yeah, okay.
يا أستاذ هل أخبرت الأولاد الذين يلعبون في الشارع أن وقت الصلاة قد حان.
أن وقت الصلاة قد حان. Again?
أن وقت الصلاة.
No, it can't be وقت الصلاة. It's the time for salah. It has to be وقت الصلاة.
أن وقت الصلاة قد حان.
What does that mean? يا أستاذ هل أخبرت الأولاد? What does that mean? يا أستاذ, I was thinking about fired. No, it's not fired because it's تعطل is not that he was fired. طرد would be somebody would be put out, fired. But تعطل is to be not working or to not work. If something broke down, you say تعطلت السيارة, تعطلت الماكينة. نعم. طيب يا أستاذ هل أخبرت الأولاد? What does that mean? هل أخبرت الأولاد?
Did you inform the students?
الأولاد.
Children.
Did you inform the children? When we read this, we don't want to say أخبرت الأولاد. You want to say هل أخبرت We have to connect it now. We have to connect it. You say, did you inform the children? No, you're not going to say it like that in English. Did you inform the children, or did you inform the children? Then you finish. Now we're going to describe them. الذين يلعبون في الشارع. We want to put that together. Read them with الذين, and the sentence that it comes with is called the sila. It's called the sila. I mean, the sila means wasala, that is connected to it. نعم. الذين يلعبون في الشارع.
That which were playing in the street.
Those that are playing in the street. أن وقت الصلاة قد حان.
That the time for salah has come.
Right. حان means come. But it has to come with what? Concerning time. Concerning time. حان وقت الصلاة. حان الفجر. حان الموت. ما معنى حان الموت? And the time of death has come. The time. Hana is the coming of time. You don't want to stop after alladina. Like we say, inna alladina. Amanu. No, you can't stop there. You have to say inna ladina amanu. Okay, now that makes sense. Ama alladhin amanu wa amilu salihat. No, you can't separate between alladhina and the sila and the sentence that it comes with. Nah, don't separate between alladhina and the sentence that it comes with. يا أستاذ هل أخبرت الأولاد الذين يلعبون في الشارع? Nah, that's a sentence. You want to keep it's a mausul and the sentence that comes is called the sila. It's connected to it. Sila is a link. نعم. الذين يلعبون في الشارع. Did you tell the children that are playing in the street أن وقت الصلاة قد حان? That the time of the salah. I want you to recognize that when we use all through the whole story, we say akbara anna, akbar anna. Look where anna is and look where akbara is. Like that whole sentence, it just came between akbara and anna. It's usually together because now it's important. But that akhbarta, like hal akhbarta al-awlad anna waqta salah hana. That's what it means. Hal akhbarta al-awlad anna waqta salah. But now we want to describe the children because there's a lot of children and we need to be specific. هل أخبرت الأولاد الذين يلعبون في الشارع أن وقت الصلاة حان عندك يا عيسى. But this is what we want to benefit. We don't just want to understand that alladhi is singular, allati that's for female, and alladina that's no. You have that this is going to have a sentence after it. You're going to read it with it, and it also has an implied pronoun that goes back. It could be mentioned, it could be implied. Like we said, al mara allati matat ummuha. It goes back to that mara, and then it doesn't have to be, but it's implied. طيب عندك يا
حضرت الطالبات
اللائي
اللائي يدرسن عند الشيخ.
again.
حضرت الطالبات
No, حضرت الطالبات. حضرت الطالبات.
حضرت الطالبات اللائي يدرسن عند الشيخ.
What does that mean? حضرت.
حضرت him. The students that attended.
So like a talibat has a big description. They are the students who study what the sheikh did this action. The students who study what the sheikh. حضرت. The students who study what the sheikh have attended, have come. Now. What we mean if it حضرت الطالبات, the students have come. Now. But these are we can't just stop and say the students now. These are the students التي يدرسن and the sheikh as a description for them. Now. The students that study with the sheikh, female sheikh, have attended, are present. You with us, brothers and sisters online? You are with us. This is a complete sentence. حضرت الطالبات. The female students have attended. They have come. They're present. But now we can't just say talibat. We just can't say students. It's الطالبات التي يدرسن عند الشيخ. So that's going to be the whole translation. The students who study with the sheikh have come. They have come. Read the next one.
من النسوة التي طبخن الطعام يوم العيد.
Okay, nice and smooth. من النسوة التي طبخن الطعام يوم العيد.
من النسوة التي طبخن الطعام يوم العيد.
Right, this is not التي, this is allati, because it's a group. Allati, that's for one woman. Allati, that's for a group of women. نعم. من النسوة التي طبخن الطعام. Okay, that sentence that comes after alati, it should be mentioned with it. Nah. And the best thing that comes after alati is a verb. It's the best thing. Nah. Nah. But you can say man al ikhwa, man al niswa alati ummuhunna, that their mother is. You could come with a whole other sentence. But the most suitable thing to come after it is a verb. Nah. What does this mean? Man al niswa.
Who the women
Who are the women? التي طبخنا الطعام يوم العيد.
cook the food on the Eid?
Right. Who are the women that cook the food on the Eid? Who are the women who cook the food on the day of the Eid? How we doing online? How we doing online? Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Hayakallah. Everything is clear. This is how we use this, and this is how we read this. Na'am. You can't stop in the middle of alladhi. You know, you have to finish the sentence. But you can stop before it. You can say, man in niswa, allati. Now you're going to explain. Now you're going to expound. You're only mentioning alladhi. You only mention ism mawsula to expound. Not all the time. Look at this next sentence here. Hayak.
حاول اكثر من اروح المدرسه احفظ من المدرسه ما صار بنسي
ان شاء الله.
انا شيء هلا تكون تعملها برضه انجليزي ان شاء الله.
الله المستعان ان شاء الله. الله يبارك فيك. قال الله تعالى: وننزل من القرآن ما هو شفاء ورحمة للمؤمنين. What does this mean? وننزل من القرآن ما هو شفاء. What does that mean?
We sit down from the Quran, what is healing?
That which is healing. ما means الذي. الذي هو شفاء. That which is. It's not ma nafiya. It's not a healing. It's not my istifhamiyya. What is a healing? But it means alladhi. Means alladhi. Ma means alladhi. But now we use ma. You don't have to hear alladhi or allati. You don't have to worry about it being masculine or feminine or singular. Ma. We call this ma mawsula. You also have a ma nafiya for negation. You also have ma istifhamiyya. You also have ma mastariyya. And this is how you have to start opening your eyes. Next sentence. Irhamu man fil ard, yarhamkum man fis sama. This is a hadith. It's authentic. I'm sorry. Astaghfirullah. I read the hadith and I didn't say Qala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And that's not correct. That's just for me rushing and it's not correct. Qala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Irhamu man fil ard. Yarhamkum man fis sama. What does that mean?
Have mercy,
Be merciful.
on those in the land,
Right.
Those in earth.
and those in that which in the sky will be merciful to you.
The one, not that.
Right.
Who is in the
Right. We
sky.
use the math for that. But man is something that's alive. Right. Tayyib. And this is the proof that they use that fi means what? Allah. Fi means Allah. When you say Allah fis sama, Allah fis sama bima'na ala sama. Because when you say irhamu man fil ard, have mercy on those, do you mean inside the ard or on top of the land? Now, when you say irhamu man fil ard, are they in it or are they on top of it? No, those that are on top of it. No. Yarhamkum man fis sama. Is Allah inside the sama or is on top of the sama? On top. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says about Fir'aun, وَلَوْ أُصَلِّبَنَّكُمْ, I'm going to crucify you. Fir'aun says to the magicians that accepted Islam, وَلَوْ أُصَلِّبَنَّكُمْ فِي جُذُوعِ النَّخْلِ. Na'am. I'm going to crucify you on the tree trunks, not inside the tree trunk, but he said fi جذور النخل. You know what I mean? Not inside the tree, but on. But fi means ala in Arabic. And fi has different meanings also. Tayyib ya ikhwani, that is the meaning of this. This is homework. This is homework here. Look at this here. Uktub ism al-mawsul al-munasib fil farag. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ism files, and we have several sentences. Na'am. You have to write the correct one. Hal akaltu ta'am. You're going to do this for homework. Na'am. I'll probably do the PowerPoint, but the point is, I want you to come in tomorrow and be ready to read 4 of them nice and smoothly. But I want you to do this on your own. I want you to figure this out. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this one here. I'm not doing this PowerPoint until we finish. Okay? And hopefully at the end of this book, all the PowerPoint that we've been doing, they're going to be at the back of the book. So alhamdulillah, we're not going to print the book until we finish it. Because all these homeworks, they're going to be like in the back of the book, like an index. If somebody's studying the book on their own, they could just go figure out the answer. If they did it on their own, they could go to the index and see if they got it correct or not. Okay, before we end, we want to look at what's coming after this. Is everything clear that we have taken so far? I'm going to look at this homework again. You have to put the correct ism mawsul in the empty space. Okay. We have alladhi wa allati wa alladhani allatani alladhina wa allati. There's only 6 words, but we have 9 different sentences. So, and of course, it's not that you just put the correct answer in it. You have to read it. Can you read it? MashaAllah, like you actually wrote the letter, the word there by yourself? No, you have to do a little bit more than that. You have to read it smoothly. And not read 1, read 4, read all 9 sentences smoothly. And remember, this is what I was telling y'all. When you do your Arabic, you have to read that whole page 3 times, no stuttering. Then figure that you've done something. Not that you read once. No, some of them think that this is because they wrote the answer, that means something. No, you just wrote the answer. Now you just read one answer. You read it one without studying? No, without stuttering. No, read that whole page 3 times without then say, well, perhaps now I did something. Now, it's not sufficient for you just to write that one answer there. Let's look after that. And this is the point, a very important point in this topic. Faslun, al-mawsula. We're not going to call that alif lam. We're going to call that al-mawsula. Al-mawsula. This is what we're going to call this. Okay, pardon me. Let me take you all back to the beginning of this class. On page number 68. Or 78. It has all the ism mawsul. It has alladhi, allati, alladhani, allatani, alladhina, allai, man, ma, al. This is ism mawsul. You're getting it like in all in one bag. It's all right there, spoon fed. You're being spoon fed. It's all right there. Now we did all of these. We did man and we did ma. Right? Now we're going to scroll down and we're going to look at al-mawsula. Al-mawsula. How are we going to understand this? Iqra wa faham. And this is, what does Iqra wa faham mean? Read and understand meaning. It is expected that you, just by reading this, that you understand the topic at hand. What is the topic at hand? Look at the name of the chapter, al-mawsula. We're just going to read these sentences, no translation, and you on your own, it's expected of you to understand it on your own. That's how we made this. Iqra wa faham. Read and understand. Ja'a al-mudarris. Ja'a alladhi yudarris. So that al is a mawsula. Are you all with me online? Ja'a al-mudarris. Ja'a alladhi yudarris. You could say that, or you can say that. Depending if you want to be specific, then you just want to be genuine, you want to go. If you want to be brief, if you want to be detailed, this is Arabic. You're the speaker. هل رأيت المدرسة؟ هل رأيت التي تدرس؟ How we doing, Harun? Is everything clear? Isa. That is called al-mawsula. It comes on what? It comes on ism fa'il and ism maf'ul. So we have to study ism fa'il and ism maf'ul first. You have to study that first. طيب, what does this mean, Dawood? أين الغائبون عن الدرس? What does that mean? But where are those that are absent from the dars? الغائبون. أين الذين يغيبون عن الدرس? نعم. So just look at the way this sounds. When you say أين الغائبون, it's just like a general meaning. When you say الذين يغيبون, it's like the teacher is being specific. أين الذين يغيبون عن الدرس? Those who don't attend. They're absent from the class. أين الغائبون عن الدرس? أين الذين يغيبون عن الدرس؟ نعم. Next one. والله يحب الصابرين والله يحب الذين يصبرون. That's what we want to understand. This is what it means. Na'am.
Is an necessary? Can it be without an? We have to have an in there.
In the first sentence?
Yeah, the one you just
Well,
read.
because غاب it تتعدى بعن. نعم. غاب it goes to the مفعول with عن. نعم. So you say Ahmed ضرب زيدا. ضرب goes to Zayd with nothing. Can I say Ahmed ذهب البيت? No, ذهب doesn't get to the bait except with إلى. نعم. Ahmed ذهب إلى البيت. Ahmed غاب الدرس. No, غاب doesn't get to the dars except with an. غاب عن الدرس. So يتعدى بفعل. It goes to the مفعول به. It's not going to be مفعول به when it gets there, but it يتجاوز with a harf. With harf jar. That's how it gets there. نعم. الاسم مفعول. It comes on اسم فاعل, اسم مفعول. نعم. So some verbs يتعدى, it goes from the fa'il to something else with a half jar. It can't do it by itself. It can't do it by itself. Are you with me online? Are y'all with me? You can't say ذهب البيت. You can say ضرب زيدا. But you can't say ذهب البيت. ذهب إلى البيت. غاب الدرس. غاب عن الدرس. نعم. والله يحب الصابرين. What does this mean, Allah يحب الصابرين? Allah يحب الذين يصبرون. نعم. النساء المتزوجات في حماية أزواجهن. What does that mean before we go to the next one? النساء المتزوجات, the married women, في حماية أزواجهن. What's حماية? They're in the protection of their husbands. في حماية أزواجهن. They're in the protection of their husbands. حماية is protection. النساء اللاتي يتزوجن في حماية أزواجهن. Like those who do this action. When you say متزوجة, you just think she's married. No. اللاتي يتزوجن. Those who get married. So when you use it, it's a mawsul, it's a little bit more clear, it's a little bit more. When you say al-mutazawwijat, as-sabirun, it's a little general. It's a little general way of saying it. When you say alladhina yasbirun, it's like, whoa, naam, it's clearer. Naam. Al-mutazawwijat allati yatazawwajna. Those that get married. Naam. They go through the process. Naam. How we doing online? How we doing online? Everything is clear. This is Arabic. This is Arabic. Al-mutazawwijat. That's ism fa'il. Al-mutazawwijat, that's ism fa'il. Okay, look at the next one. لا يستوي الذاكر لله والغافل عنه. What does this mean? غالب. لا يستوي. عليكم السلام. نعم. Yeah. لا يستوي الذاكر لله والغافل عنه. Online, what does this mean? لا يستوي. That's in the Quran. لا يستوي. It's not equal. It's not the same. لا يستوي. لا الذاكر فاعل. Now we're in the middle of the field here. If we see that it's some file, we can't call it a mastar. Like la yastawi dhikrullah. No, it's not dhikr. Hold on now. We got to put this on the right program. We're not going to call this remembrance. This is dhakir. It's a person. Right. The one who remembers Allah is not equal to al-ghafil anhu. One who's negligent of him. لا يستوي الذاكر لله. الذاكر is ism fa'il. Are you with us online? لا يستوي is not the same. الذاكر لله والغافل عنه. It is not the same. The one is الذاكر. The rememberer, the one who remembers Allah, والغافل, the one who yaghfal, is not aware of Allah. Let's look at the next sentence. لا يستوي الذي يذكر الله وَالَّذِي يَغْفَلُ عَنْهُ. That's Arabic. That's Arabic. You have to be versatile. You can say it like that or like that. You have to be versatile. You have to be able to say it like that or like that. لا يستوي الذي يذكر الله. الذاكر لله is الذي يذكر الله. وَالَّذِي يَغْفَلُ عَنْهُ, that's al-ghafil anhu. So, let's move on. La'natullahi al-kadhibin. I should have, this is an ayah. And I could have put Allah. La'natullahi al-kadhibin. What does that mean? The curse of Allah on the liars. La'natullah ala alladhina yakdhibun. What if it was la'natullah ala al-kadhabin? Ala al-kadhabin. It would be like la'natullah ala alladhina yakdhibuna kathiran. You would have to translate that. You have to indicate that. Al-kadhab, al-kadhib alladhi yakdhib. Al-kadhab alladhi yakdhib kathiran. It's implied because it's siga mubalagha. So Allah is on the lie. This is Arabic. Tayyib. Look at this one here. مدح الله الآمرين بالمعروف والناهين عن المنكر. I'm making it hard. I'm making it big. You got to think. Put on your thinking caps. Na'am. What does this mean, Harun? Madaha. What does madaha mean? Online. What does madaha mean? Madaha. Madaha. What does madaha mean? You know, Isa? Madaha. To praise. Madaha is to praise. Like hamida. مدح الله الآمرين بالمعروف والناهين عن المنكر. Allah مدحهم. What does that mean? مدح الله الآمرين بالمعروف. What does الآمرين بالمعروف mean? Those who command with good. آمرين بالمعروف. والناهين anil munkar, those who prohibit the wrong. Okay, let's read the next sentence. مدح الله الذين يأمرون بالمعروف والذين ينهون عن المنكر. Na'am. This is it. Did we understand that? Let's look at the second sentence. I don't want to just skip by. مدح الله الذين يأمرون. Though Allah praises those يأمرون. What does that mean, Harun? يأمرون. Command bil ma'ruf. Ma'ruf is that which is good, what the deen considers good. Ma'ruf is what Islam considers good. Munkar is what Islam considers bad. Islam yunkiru. It denies it. It disapproves of it. Nah. الذين يأمرون بالمعروف وينهون. ينهى is to prevent. ينهى means to prevent, to prohibit. الذين ينهون عن المنكر. So the ism fa'al is going to be الناهون. الناهين. How we doing online? How we doing online? Allah praise those who enjoy the good and prohibit the evil. That's what it means. That's what it means. That's what it means. Let's continue. Now look at these. Look at these sentences. We have a group of sentences. We're about to finish here. And then y'all got more homework. Okay, let's finish this here for the day. الخيول المركوبة في الملعب للأولاد الصغار. Oh, this is a hard one. This is a hard one. الخيول المركوبة في الملعب للأولاد الصغار. ما معنى الخيول؟ ما معنى خيل؟ Horse. الخيول, the horses. الخيول المركوبة, the ridden horses في الملعب, the ridden horses that are in the park للأولاد الصغار. Therefore, the small children. الخيول المركوبة. Okay, now let's switch it. Let's switch it. Let's see what it means. الخيول التي تركب. التي تركب مبني للمجهول. That's what اسم مفعول is. نعم. الخيول التي تركب في الملعب, the horses that are written inside the park للأولاد الصغار. How we doing, Ya Ghalib? You understand that? الخيول التي تركب. Why is there ta? Because the khuyul is plural. Nah. There's no fa'il, it's just that they're ridden. These horses are written turkab. Nah. How we doing online? How we doing online? الخيول المركوبة الخيول التي تركب. Why is there a ta مربوطة في الخيول المركوبة? Why is there a ta there المركوبة? No, not feminine.
Horses.
Horses is jama. Right. So now when you change the sentence, al-khuyul allati turkab, those that are being ridden on inside the park, those are for the children. Right. So look at the next one. Al-masjun yahtaju ila al-muhami. What does that mean? Al-masjun yahtaju ila al-muhami. What does masjun mean? The one in prison, the one that's in sijn. Al-masjun yahtaj ila al-muhami. What's muhami mean? Muhami, we just had that word, himaya. It means a lawyer. Al-muhami is a lawyer. All right, al-muhami is a lawyer. Al-masjun yahtaj ila al-muhami. Alladhi yusjanu yahtaj ila al-muhami. Alladhi yusjan, the one who is imprisoned, the one that's put in prison. يحتاج إلى المحامي. المسجون, what does المسجون mean? الذي يسجن. These last ones we use for ism maf'ul. These last sentences are examples specifically for ism maf'ul. Al-mawsula enters on ismul fa'il and ismul al-maf'ul. Al-mawsula enters on ism fa'il and ism al-maf'ul. These examples, these last three at the end, is for the ism maf'ul. Alladhi yusjanu, that's what you call al-masjun. ومن المضروب الذي يضرب. البيت المسكون الذي يسكن فيه. نعم. القميص الملبوس الذي يلبس. القميص الملبوس الذي يلبس. نعم. طيب, let's finish this last sentence and we'll finish for the day. We took a lot today. الوالد هو المسؤول عن تصرفات أولادي. نعم. What does that mean? الوالد هو المسؤول عن تصرفات أولادي. The father is the one who's questioned. He's the one who questions about the behavior of his children. If his children broke somebody's window, you're not gonna go ask the kid, but you go straight to the father. الوالد هو الذي يسأل عن تصرفات أولاد. He's the one who's going to be questioned about the behavior of his children. الوالد يسأل مبني مجهول. How we doing online? This is a major lesson that we have taken today. Number 10, المسجون, the one that's in prison. يحتاج إلى المحامي. He needs the lawyer. He's the one that needs the lawyer. الذي يسجن. الذي يسجن, the one that is imprisoned. Sijin is prison. Sajanu. Sajana means to put somebody in prison. Sujina means to be put in prison. I want you to look at this for homework. Look at what you have here for homework. It says اكتب الجمل الآتية باسم موصولة الذي في المثال كما في المثال. It comes اكتب الجمل الآتية, write the following sentence with the اسم موصولة. It comes اسم فاعل, but it should be what? اسم موصولة. Look at the first one. It says جاء مدرسنا. I'm making it tricky now. I'm making it tricky. Now, look, I put a pronoun on the ism fa'il. جاء مدرسنا. So you have to say جاء الذي يدرسنا. It's Arabic now. You're in the middle, you're in the thick of it. Look at the next one. رأيت الحجاج في المطار. رأيت الذين يحجون. You have to change it. All right. So I'm going to do this PowerPoint. Y'all have to figure this one out on your own. I'm going to do this PowerPoint to the next day. Y'all have 2 pieces of homework. You have 2 things of homework. First one is rather easy, but we're going to read that. Tomorrow's just going to be a day of homework. Okay. And then we have this one here. You have to change the ism fa'il or the ism of ul to an ism al-mawsula. And I'm making it difficult. I got all kinds of words in there. So y'all got to get to work. Don't come and it's not done and you're trying to, for lack of a better word, trying to bust it out. Okay? No, it's not going to work like that. You got to sit down. You got to figure it out. Any questions? We're going to stop here. We took a lot. We took a lot today. Look what's coming after this. Sifa mushabbaha. It's all easy. You already know this. There's nothing difficult. But now it's just classified. It's defined as a definition to it. But you already know it. You already know it. And that's where we want another lesson from tomorrow. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.